Guys, hope you're having a great one. So, with Halloween coming up, I thought it would be fun to make a Halloween-inspired drink. Now, pumpkin wine, that's cool, but it takes around a year for it to taste nice. So instead, we're going down the infusion and we're going to make a pumpkin spice liqueur. Perfect for a Halloween party, and it's something just unusual enough to be pretty cool. So, we're only going to need a couple of things. The main important one is a bottle of booze. Oh yes. Now, if you don't have any sugar wash, or you don't distill your own, or whatever that type of thing, you can just go out and buy a cheap bottle of vodka. Since we're going to be spicing this and adding sweetness to it, it doesn't matter if it's cheap. So I happen to have a cheeky bottle of some booze at around 40%. I will stick the link up to my sugar wash video, just for those people that are interested, because it's handy to know. Of course, we're going to need a pumpkin. Now I have pre-cut half a pumpkin. It is about 1 kilo of pumpkin, and I have de-seeded the inside, and it's all pretty much ready to go. And I've also got my spices, which are some ginger, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and allspice. That's pretty much everything we need. The only other thing is a container to put it all in. So the first step of making this lovely liqueur is to cut up our pumpkin. So I've got my chopping board here, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to cut my pumpkin. Now we just chuck it in our container. Now the cool thing about this is that it's going to impart a bit of its colour and also a little bit of its flavour, but it will have a kind of drying tannic-like taste as well before we sweeten it. It's I don't know, it kind of tastes like a whiskey. Oddly, who would have guessed? It has like a spice whiskey type motif. That's the closest thing I can liken this to. But it's not a whiskey. Pretty cool to know. So, a pumpkin has been added in, it's looking pretty. Now I've got myself a cheeky teaspoon, and I'm going to go through and add in my spices. So, it's only rough, it's about a teaspoon of each one. So I'm just going to goes. Put some cinnamon. Got my cloves. There's not many cloves, but around. Yeah, it was about half a teaspoon of cloves. My bad. Nutmeg. And some allspice. There we go. Now the only thing we need to do is take our booze and pour it on top. There we go. Almost perfect. Who would have guessed? So just move that down. So now, I'm just going to put the lid on, stick it in my fridge, and we'll come back in a week. Handy. So it's been resting for a week. I just chucked it in my fridge, mainly because it's out the way and I don't have to worry about it. It wasn't a screw-on lid. So it's now time to bottle this bad boy up and give it a go. So first impressions. It smells good. It's got a nice spice to it. The clove is there. Not too strong. I'm going to be interested to see how this tastes. So I've got a sterilized bottle. Now it is 40% alcohol. Round. So you don't have to sterilize, but it's just, it's a clean bottle, it's sterile, it's ready to go. And I just used bleach and washing up liquid, and rinsed it until it doesn't smell of bleach and washing up liquid. Nope, doesn't smell of it. So, the thing that we're going to need, the specialist equipment, is a funnel, and, because we've got powdered stuff in there, a coffee filter. Everyday simple coffee filter. So let's put this on, and now let's start the really long process. It's not that long. of filtering off our bits. So, and pouring a bit on the side. So I'm gonna do this, and then we'll be right back. So the filtering is finished, and well, considering how it went in, I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. It has the pumpkin tinge. It's also spice tinge, but it's got the pumpkin tinge to it. Now you're gonna have to take your time with filtering. There is slightly less than 750 ml. That's because my filter kept getting clogged with all the tiny particles of the spices. So I actually threw away a little bit of the alcohol with concentrated spices. It just speeded up the filtering. If you've got the time, don't do it. So I've got a little bit in my glass. It is a chilled glass. So cheers. Actually, that tastes really, really nice, especially when it's cold. Now, we didn't cook the pumpkin, so the pumpkin's got a little bit of a bitter edge. Still not bad, it's still perfectly drinkable, but since this is a kind of Halloween-y drink, we want this to taste nice. So there are two ways to do it. We've got sugar, which is it's the go-to. Everyone has it. But if you want to make this slightly thicker, a bit more rounded, without adding too much sweetness, you can add glycerin to it. This is the British standard pharmaceutical glycerin. I use it because I can buy more of it for cheaper than the cake baking stuff. Both work exactly the same in exactly the same quantity. It's just I get 150 ml of this to 37 ml, and it's cheaper to buy that. That's why I use it. So I'm going to be sweetening this because I want it to taste good. So I'm going to add in a cheeky teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to use my finger funnel because my funnel's covered in crud. And I'm going to roughly guesstimate about a teaspoon of glycerin. Now you can use quite a lot of glycerin. I was talking to someone that said that they're a bit worried because glycerin is indigestible, so it can give you the plops. But it really depends how much you're going to be drinking. I go for taste good over drinking lots because, well, I have a lot of booze to choose from. So right, the lid is on. Let's mix this all together. So I've skipped ahead in time just a little bit because I had to repeat the process a couple of times to get it to my personal tastes. So I ended up settling on 4 sugars and 4 teaspoons of glycerin, just to give it more roundness and bring out those little spices, make a pop. I have tried this a couple of times. Can't help myself, I've got to try it again. So let's try it now. Give it a swirl. So the smell is clove and nutmeg. That's the things I can smell straight away. Yeah, cheers. Oh, that's smooth. That is tasty and smooth. The glycerin has really rounded the spirit, which is nice. Now, I was getting a kind of drying pumpkin-like taste. This is because I didn't cook the pumpkin. Cooking the pumpkin would have been awesome, but filtering would have been seriously a pain. And this is almost the closest thing I can liken it to is a cross between a light whiskey and probably a spiced rum. I mean, it's really good. It gives you this warming sensation, and it's not because that it's a spirit. That's because that's the ginger coming through and a little bit of the cinnamon, just as a kind of warming heat. Really good. I mean, if nothing else, you can add this into your coffee. Have a pumpkin spice coffee with booze. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's given you some ideas, well, for your own version, because it's just a recipe. You can change it as you see fit. Change the spirit for a cheap whiskey. Hey, you got something awesome. So Don't forget to check out some of the other videos and subscribe if you feel like it. Carry on homebrewing, guys. Cheers. So I just want to take a second to thank my patrons. They're helping me grow the channel, upgrade my equipment, all of that fantastic stuff. And as a thank you to them and for future patrons, I also do 4 Patreon-only videos per month. So it's pretty handy if you want a little bit extra. So there's some other links to videos down below, and of course the Patreon and subscribe button. Don't forget to check those out. See ya.